Woodworker Anonymous. I recently installed this hardwood flooring on my staircase. It was carpeted. And one of the things we found, it definitely makes it a little more slick. We don't really want a runner here. I like the look of the stairs. So we're installing some non-stick or non-slip tread tape to it. And I like anything, once you start working on something, you figure it out about halfway through. And that's where I'm at, about halfway up, and now I know the best way to install these things. And so I'm going to show you the best way to install things so you don't have to do half your staircase and realize it in the meantime. So first thing you do, as you can see, this is like a clear tape with like a rough surface on it. And listen, it's not completely invisible, but it's a lot better than like those carpeted sticky things that look like crap and catch dust and everything like that. We'll see how this works out in the long run. But so best way to install this, first thing, this is going to be the next step. I am going to get a rag and make sure that it is very clean. You don't have any dirt or dust or anything like that on it. So, all right, we've got that clean. So the next step is to go ahead and now these strips that I bought, they came in 4-inch wide strips. Okay. And it got a white paper backing, so they look white right now. Just going to cut it in half actually, and this will give me enough for 2 treads. I'm not doing the whole tread like you would see with like a stick-on carpet piece. I'm just doing the front 2 inches. And basically, when you're coming down the step, that's where you're really hitting. And when you slip off your step, or if you do slip off your step, it would be here, not back here on the back of the tread. So cutting these in half gets you twice as many. That's plenty enough. I'll leave a link to the ones I bought. First thing I'm going to do is just put this on a piece of wood backing. I'm going to use a straight edge and a razor knife, and I'm just going to cut this right down the middle. Okay, so I just put the straight edge down here, made sure it was 2 inches in. This is a 4-inch wide strip, and I just pulled the razor blade right down the middle, and there, voila. We got 2 pieces now. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take it over here. I'm just going to lay it upside down on a flat surface here on my counter. And I have a heat gun here. You can use a hair dryer if you want. I just want to hit this with a heat gun. It's going to activate the glue that's on the back of the plastic. This has been sitting out in my garage. It's pretty cold right now. So I definitely want to heat this up and get this thing to look like it start to curl a bit, and that just gets that glue activated. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just use my heat gun on low. But then what I like to do is peel it back about 3 or 4 inches, and then I just tear off a piece of the backing. It's got that smooth surface that the glued surface sticks up against, and I use this to hold an exposed end. And then I'll pull the backing off all the way down to the last 2 inches. So you're holding it with this piece on one end, and as you peel the back off, you leave a little bit on and you hold it there with the other hand. Stretch it straight across the front of the step. I'll put one end down and I'll just push my finger right about here. It'll stop and stick. And then holding this piece up off the step, just barely, and pulling it slightly tight, I'll run my finger down the middle, watching the space between the front edge of the tread tape and the front edge of the bowl nose. Right down the center, just pressing in the center. Everything perfectly straight with the bowl nose and just really attached in the middle. And I'm going to do this right now, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I pulled it tight, holding that end with that little torn off piece, and I was holding it from this end with what was left on the underneath. I pulled it straight. I used my thumb to tack it here, and then I just ran my thumb down the center the whole time, watching this gap here. And with this hand holding here, you can move it back and forth to make sure it looks like it's staying straight. Now, you can see how where I secured it in the middle, it's a different color because it's getting more transparent. So at this point, I'm going to want to work this piece loose over here. And I'm going to all this trouble because I'm going to use my finger right here. I'm just going to go right down the middle.
Okay, going into this trouble because if you get your oils from your skin or anything, you touch the underside of that tape, it's not going to adhere well and it's going to look like a bubble underneath. So you don't want to touch the underside of this at all. So now that we have it like this, we're going to start in the middle. They give you a roller with this, and I'm going to push it down right in the middle on top of that line. And I'm going to slowly start working up and down, wider and wider, until you've done that. Okay, and then you just move over. Do the same. Start in the middle, up and back a little bit larger. And this is the best way to make sure you don't get any bubbles. Nothing's going to be perfect, but this really gives you the best result so far.
Okay, this is the end result and what is, I believe, to be the most inconspicuous anti-slip tape solution that gives you absolutely positive grip on the edge of your steps all the way up. Doesn't ruin the aesthetics of your beautiful hardwood floor. So I hope this helps. If anybody's looking to do something similar to this, you guys have a great day. Woodworker Anonymous, signing off.